Warning: this video contains opinions. If you don't like those, then maybe this video isn't for you. Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Outlast trials. I've played quite a lot of the game now, and I think there are quite some problems with it. When I mention some problems to someone, they will say a lot of the times that it's just in early access. But I don't think that's an excuse. I mean, the game's been out for over 7 months, been released in May. So today I wanted to talk about some of the problems of the game, and some problems which I think won't be fixed, or I don't see them fixing in a little while. So maybe they will fix it in the future. Then I will own up to my mistake and we'll forget all about this video. So starting with my first issue is dodging enemies. Now I've seen this a lot, which when you're in front of an enemy and the enemy is charging at you, when you want to dodge them by jumping, you most of the time the enemy will bug out, or they will unrealistically turn around immediately and almost always hit you. This is quite annoying when you're like me, you're trying to speedrun some of these levels, and this way you can die pretty easily. I have some examples I can show you, and I don't see them fixing this anytime soon.
Bitch! Don't you run from me!
The second problem I wanted to talk about is the enemy's dialogue, which this also happens a lot when you are walking around and an enemy is also walking around. The enemy will say their usual line, and then they see you, which their line completely cuts off, and they will say something completely different, which I understand is when an enemy sees you, they will say something else, of course, but the way their sentence cuts off isn't very natural and kind of takes you out of it. I also have a few examples for this, so check it out.
I'm hip. You stop fucking with my property! I'll fucking kill you!
Also, this is just a minor nitpick, but I think some of the dialogue is a little bit too repetitive, and they say their lines quite a few times, and sometimes it starts to get a little annoying.
I got evidence for you. Evidence of my furious arousal. I got evidence. Evidence of my furious arousal. I got evidence for you. Evidence. I got evidence for you. Evidence of my furious arousal.
The third problem I wanted to talk about is probably one of the most frustrating ones, at least for me. It's enemies constantly roaming around the objective. Now, this is very annoying, and this happens a lot. And this is something I don't see them fixing because they already said they fixed it. Which, no, they didn't really fix it. I mean, it still happens a lot, so.
The root canal will remain closed until Mother says so.
Property of the state. You can't destroy what's true. I do believe crimes is property. Let's go. You do not need to substantiate my fact. Get your filthy hand out my cooking door. I got a fucking clue for you. Here you go. It's your rush number. You got nothing to worry about. Get your filthy hand out my cooking door.
Another issue is enemies constantly roaming around the player, which is also very annoying and very frustrating. It's sometimes almost like the player has a magnet in their head or something. Sometimes the enemy will just constantly be around you or follow you or magically find you. Here are some examples of this.
Make it fun for me.
Every entry. Make them all cut. Watch this in your head. Behave. Nothing.
Next up is something completely different, which is replayability. So you finished the entirety of the Outlast trials and you're thinking, what now? You could play the entire thing again, but why would you? I mean, you've seen everything already, so there isn't gonna be anything majorly different. So look, I know they updated some of the challenges, but it's nothing really different. It's just more of the same objectives and such, you know. But the replayability which it does have, which brings me to my next issue, is the experimental therapy. The experimental therapy are experimental therapies, but it makes the challenges and trials, in my opinion, even more annoying. I mean, right now you have the winter kills therapies, which the only difference is you do the same thing, but now every couple minutes there's something called cold snap, which freezes the entire area and requires you to hide. in a hiding spot so you don't freeze to death, which just means you do the exact same thing, but you have to hide even more, which just makes the game even more annoying. And this is what that looks like.
Warning. Temperature. Completed. Warning. Temperature. Completed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that doesn't seem that fun to me. Look, I know this video isn't very positive, but I'm not a huge fan of this game, and like I said, there's quite some problems with it. But I hope they will fix it. I don't see them fixing these issues, and I just hope I hope I'm actually wrong. But I know I'm being kind of negative towards this game, and if you want to see me do a different video, I can talk about the positives of this game, because there are a lot of positives about this game too. But this is my opinion, of course, and you can have a different opinion. That's completely fine. I hope you liked this video. I understand if you didn't as well. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.